Hey guys, I got a brand new video for you today, and today we're looking at the Zhiyun Smooth Q. My voice sounds kind of nasally and I apologize, but I'm a little bit sick. But I need to review this gimbal for you because these guys sent this to me about a month ago, and I've been taking a long time to actually review this thing. But I'm glad that I waited a bit because they added a lot of new features to the app only like a couple days ago, and I'm going to get into those later. But first, the unboxing. So the cool thing about this gimbal is it has a quarter thread tripod mount on the bottom, and I just use a quick release plate here to set it up. Sliding your phone into it's pretty simple. It's just spring-loaded clamps on the top and the bottom, and then you adjust it around until it balances perfectly. There's a little knob on the back here. You can move the arm to adjust for the weight of your phone, and then you can tighten it down, and basically once it's sitting where you want it to, you've got it perfectly balanced. Okay, so in order to get the gimbal to sync with your phone, you need to make sure that you have Bluetooth turned on your phone and you've downloaded the app. In this case for iOS, I downloaded the ZY Play app. You open it up and basically you hold down the power button on the gimbal, which is the red record button, and then you do connect to device and then confirm, and it'll automatically connect through Bluetooth, and you just hit OK and you're good to go. Next, I want to show how you can set your phone up actually into portrait mode, which is pretty cool if you want to live stream to Facebook or Instagram or something like that. It's pretty easy to do. Just adjust the clamp around and it'll auto balance itself pretty simply. Alright, so as you can tell, I got the rose gold version. I don't know why they sent me that color, but that's the version I'm reviewing right now, and it comes in 4 different colors. So you get jet black, space gray, rose gold, and gold. And obviously they've designed this to try and match with the iPhone colors, but you can use an Android and it's not a big deal. So I'm actually filming with the gimbal right now with the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. I have a shotgun mic plugged into the phone, and what you're hearing is just the audio coming straight off this mic. You're going to hear a lot of ambient sound, but just bear with me. This is what it's going to be like if you're vlogging with this thing, and it's a pretty decent setup. The company from Amazon actually sent me this mic, and that's why I'm using it. It's actually designed for the DJI Osmo Mobile, so it has kind of the mount that comes off the side of the body, and I kind of put a clamp on it and put it together. If you're looking for a mic like this, I'll put it in the link in the description. I think they've really aimed this kind of at the iPhone 7 Plus users, because the Osmo Mobile sometimes has a little bit of issues with bigger phones and cases, and they put bigger motors on this gimbal, much bigger than the Smooth 2, and I actually used a custom-made ND case that I built, and it's really heavy, and it worked all right on this, and that was a case that I couldn't get to work on the DJI Osmo Mobile. So talking about ergonomics, they changed the handle on this from the Smooth 2 to be more similar to something like the DJI Osmo kind of grip. There's obviously no trigger on it, but the grip feels kind of more like that, and it fits your hand better. As far as build quality, the entire thing is metal on top, and then the handle's plastic down below. And it actually has a really big battery in it that can apparently go up to about 12 hours of battery life out of it. I haven't charged this battery since I got the thing, and I've been using it for probably 3 or 4 days now, and I assume that it probably will go for 12 hours. So taking a look at the buttons, obviously there's the record button on the front, and if you have it synced through Bluetooth with the app, you can actually toggle record with that button. You have a W and a T, which is basically just zoom in and zoom out, and you can digitally zoom in and zoom out with this thing as long as you're hooked up to the app, and then obviously the joystick. And I actually really like the new joystick. I don't know if they listened to me when I mentioned in my old review that I didn't like the old joystick on the Smooth 2. It's a lot more like how DJI did their joystick, and I really like it. So just like their other gimbal, single click puts it into kind of a lock mode, double click puts it into a follow mode, and then triple click puts it into a vlog style mode, kind of how I have it right now, where the back of the camera is actually flipped around and I'm filming with the back. I can't see myself, but I'm doing it this way because the rear camera is always way better than the front camera. So another thing they've improved, but unfortunately this is only for iOS, is they actually came out with a brand new app for this thing, and the app is actually really good. It adds a lot more features to it, like motion time lapse and other things like tracking and stuff like that. I mean, the old app has tracking, but the tracking isn't nearly as good as the tracking on the new app. Anyway, I don't have a rose gold phone, so I asked my friend Marissa if I could borrow her phone, and we ended up hooking up the rose gold iPhone. You can tell how it looks with the gimbal, and then we went out and just randomly wandered around Toronto and shot some random test footage. All the test footage you're about to see was shot with the Filmic Pro app, and that's before I actually tried using the new app. There's actually a couple of updates on the new app that came out only a couple days ago, and it brought some new features that I'm actually pretty excited about, but I'll talk about those later.
I tested out the tracking on a behind the scenes video that I was shooting for a music video, and I just selected the bass player and I just basically followed him, and it's kind of like a camera guy. It's pretty sweet. Next we have motion time lapse. You can set your start point, your end point, you can set your intervals and then your duration and make motion time lapses. So one new development that I'm pretty excited about, I didn't review this gimbal as soon as I would have liked to. I got this about a month ago, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't bring this video out until now, because literally just yesterday they added manual controls to the app, and that's something that I've always wanted. So now you can lock down your ISO, your white balance, and your shutter speed manually, and you don't have to worry about the exposure fluctuating all over the place. Alright, so I'm filming this on the iPhone 7 right now to show you the difference between this and the Galaxy S7 Edge. There's probably a little bit more micro shakes on this compared to the Galaxy S7 Edge, and that's basically just due to the IS built into the iPhone 7. I'm using the ZY Play app right now, and I've got everything locked in at manual, which is friggin' awesome. I'm glad they added it to this app. But yeah, you can basically set it up the way you want it now. You don't have to worry about the exposure going all over the place. I actually have the shotgun mic plugged into this phone too. I had to use the dongle, unfortunately, and it doesn't really hook up too well. I feel like I'm going to crush it. But yeah, I do have the shotgun mic plugged into the iPhone 7. Some other cool things you can do is actually rotate the device like this into a portrait mode. A lot of people like to shoot that way, and you can actually go right upside down like this. And you don't have to rebalance anything. It just kind of flips around, and it's really easy to do. That's being able to change the orientation right on the fly without even having to restart the gimbal. So that's basically all I got to talk about in this review, and honestly at $130 you can't really go wrong. It's pretty cheap. You can toss it in your car, bring it with you anywhere you want, and like I said, the charge on it lasts a really long time, and you can actually charge your phone off of the built-in battery, which is amazing. And yeah, the only things that I could say that could use some improvement is maybe the motion tracking could get a little bit better, as well as being able to change your frame rates down to like 24 FPS. That way I don't need to use something like Filmic Pro to be able to get more of a cinematic look. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this review. I want to give this gimbal away as a prize. I've never really done a giveaway, and I've always wanted to, and I think it's cool to give this away because I was actually looking at B&H, and this isn't even in stock right now, so this is a pretty decent prize if you want to win it. All you got to do is click like and subscribe on this video, maybe add a comment saying what you would use this gimbal for, and go follow me on Instagram, because I actually do a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you don't ever see on this channel, and I do a lot of like behind the scenes photo shoots, behind the scenes video shoots and stuff like that, just to my Instagram story. So if you want to see that kind of stuff, follow me on my Instagram. Everything is going to be in the link in the description. And that's basically all you got to do, guys, and I'll pick a random winner at random. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, thumbs down twice, and I'll see you in the next one.